Today I'm going to be reacting to Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings. Now, coming into this, I had no idea what Wings was, but apparently this is a band formed by Paul McCartney and his wife, Linda McCartney, and some guy named Denny Lane. I had no idea this even existed, so I'm excited to get into this. I have seen this one a lot in the comments, you guys suggesting this album, so I knew I had to check it out. Make sure to go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. There's a link in the description down below. And we're gonna hop into the first track, which is Band on the Run. Oh, smooth. Oh, that bass. This is so sultry.
Look inside these four walls like you.
Ooh. Little switch up here.
If I ever get out of here, thought of giving it all away.
This track is all over the place. Oh, I love how the vocals are mixed here.
Band on the run. Band on the run.
Oh, that's good. Man, these drums. Love how closely they're mic'd.
Band on the run. Held the ground.
Oh, the open hat here.
Band on the run.
That was crazy, man. Like, I feel like, you know, it had hints of Fleetwood Mac, which makes sense. Fleetwood Mac was in the 70s, of course. I've only heard Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, but the way that the drums and the guitars are mixed on that album feels very similar to how they're mixed here on this track. This track came out 4 years before Rumors, so don't take this as me saying that this is taking from Rumors, but just sounds similar in my opinion. So you have that kind of soft folk rock aesthetic sound, but it feels like it's also playing with a little bit of a more theatrical structure where like it's not a conventional structure. Like it felt like it found that conventional structure in part 3 here, the Band on the Run part, but the part 1 and 2 very different from each other, very different from part 3. It seems like it's a story about a band breaking out of jail. It starts with stuck inside these four walls. If I ever get out of here, thought of giving it all away. And then they do get out, and then that's the more kind of, you know, traditional part of the track, the Band on the Run part of the track. Could be like maybe a meta commentary on Paul's time with the Beatles, maybe him feeling stuck in some sort of, you know, metaphorical way. All right, next track is Jet. Nice kind of reggae guitar on the left there. Whoa, some like punk rock there. That buzzy bass. Woo! Love how everything just opens up here. Ooh. That violent piano. This is so ahead of its time. What the... Dude, I'm hearing like... I'm hearing the Unicorns taking influence from this. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Another track that just did so many things. It flipped through so many different styles. It got a little bit like punk rock. That feels wrong to say that because it's not quite that, but it, you know, that buzzy bass, it kind of has a garage rock feel to it. Feels like a very early iteration of, I guess, just like more lo-fi indie rock. Like I can definitely hear the Unicorns taking influence from this. This is not what I was expecting at all, but it's sounding really good so far. Let's keep going. Next track is Bluebird.
When the wind is still, I'll come flying through your door. I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird. Touch your lips with a magic kiss.
What is this sultry bag that he's getting in on his album? Love the percussion on this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bluebird.
The harmonies, dude.
Fly away through the midnight air.
Rain stick? Oh, yes. This is exactly what this track needed.
Singing Bluebird.
Okay. That was good. You know, I don't think it's as strong as the first two tracks, but just a nice little dreamy, sultry, you know, smooth track with a lot of textures and a lot of attention to detail with the textures. Love the percussion on that track. It does feel like the songwriting here is not as, you know, Paul McCartney dialed up to 100% as it would be on like a solo album, which of course makes sense. You gotta, you know, balance things creatively when you're involving other people. So like the songwriting doesn't feel as, I want to say deep. And I should say the lyricism, not the songwriting. I should say the lyrics don't feel as layered as I guess they usually do with Paul. I feel like you still do get that identity and you get his intuition as a songwriter in terms of like the melodies going on here. But it does feel like a little bit of a toned down version of, you know, Paul McCartney at his best. Let's keep going. Next track is Mrs. Vandebilt. Everything in the 70s is just, I shouldn't say everything because there's probably some garbage in the 70s, but like the best of the 70s, man, they just knew how to get the best out of these recordings, man. How to get the best out of these instruments. The way they're recorded is so lush and just thick. I love it so much.
When your bus has left the stop, leave me alone, Mrs. Vanderbilt.
This song feels more Paul McCartney.
What's the use of worrying?
Oh, that bass. Oh my goodness. Got some evil snickering. Okay, that one was fine. It sounded great in terms of how it's recorded, obviously, but like the chorus didn't do much for me. The what's the use of worrying bridge, like no section of this track really like hit me super hard. There was little moments like that little drum fill that I really liked, but overall probably the weakest track so far. Next track is Let Me Roll It. What, the blunt? We rolling a blunt? That organ. We're getting high in church. Oh, the space! The bass. I feel like I'm in the room with them, bro. I don't know why I'm conducting. Oh, double it! Double it up! This kind of reminds me of some Jimi Hendrix stuff, too. Yeah, that was great. That's probably might be my favorite so far. I just love how, like, purposefully lazy that groove was. And I mean lazy in the best way possible. Like, just so much feel to it. Not perfectly on the grid, you know. That was fantastic. That was so good. The lyrics here, sure, I guess, not, like, super stand out. But the music itself was fantastic, so I can kind of forgive it. They just sounded like they were having so much fun recording that. So let's keep going. Next track is Mamunia. I probably butchered that. I was right the first time.
The rain comes falling from the sky. So the next time you see rain, it rains for you and me. Mamunia.
Love where we go with the chords here. It gets a bit, a bit dreamy.
The seed is waiting in the earth.
Good harmonies there.
Trip off your plastic mat.
I feel like this track is, I don't know, it's losing me a bit here. Okay, that was fine. I don't know. It kind of started to lose me towards the end here. It just felt like it was getting a little bit stale instrumentally. It felt like it could have grown a little bit, progressed a little bit. I do like how peaceful this track feels, and it really just feels like wanting peace. Mamunia apparently, or Mamunia, means safe haven in Arabic, which is exactly what this track feels like. It feels like a little nice oasis, you know? Let's keep going. No Words is next. Wow, sweet vocal. Oh, no, don't fade out. We were just getting to the good part, bro. That actually is really aggravating, because like I wasn't loving that track until until we got to that part, and then it's like, nope, we're just gonna fade out right away. That was fine. It's just, it's such high standards when you're comparing it to everything else, you know? It's like, realistically, am I gonna play that over, you know, even anything on RAM? No, not really. Yeah, this album sounds great, but it's really not, it doesn't have as many bold ideas as the Beatles' best stuff or RAM, which is what's making it fall just a tiny bit flat. I'm not hating it. It's just not, it's, again, the standards that this has to live up to is so insane. Yeah, we'll keep going. Next track is Picasso's Last Words, Drink to Me.
A grand old painter died last night. Drink to me.
Oh.
Drink to my health.
That little reverse percussion bit there.
Drink to me. Drink to my health. Morning.
Messy drum fills? I like it.
I'll be waiting for you there. So drink to me.
Ooh. Okay, where are we going? We're going to France. Love this like old-timey, the trombone there. I think that's a Whoa. See, this is what I'm here for. Ooh, we're back to the jet. Why though? These strings are beautiful. Cheers.
Can't drink anymore.
And we're back. All the tracks are blending together. Hear that really quiet conversation happening? So that's similar to the first track where it's like segments of, you know, little snippets of ideas just kind of stitched together in a almost like a sound collage kind of format. I really like that. I think that is kind of a more bold and exciting track than the previous two tracks. I like how previous elements of tracks previously on the album are being tied in here. I don't fully know what it means right now, but it does make me feel like there is a grander picture going on with this album. Last track, 1985. 1985, okay. We're looking ahead to the future. Okay, we're going to be talking about, what, flying cars and, I don't know, we'll see. Love that chord progression. Cool synth work here. Whoa! That little piano. This voice that he's putting on here, I love it.
But I just can't get enough of that sweet stuff, my little lady.
Ooh. And we're back. Kind of Pink Floyd-y towards the end there. Really theatrical conclusion to this album that I'm a little bit, you know, confused by. I feel like it doesn't fully build up to it in a satisfying way and doesn't fully earn it, but also it just was produced amazingly, and it just sounds amazing, so I can't even really help but kind of love it. I'm a little bit like not disappointed by this album, but it's like, again, it's just such high highs to live up to. It's high expectations, and it's like most things aren't going to live up to that. And I think if I'm being realistic, this obviously doesn't, live up to the Beatles. I don't think anybody is actually saying that it does live up to the Beatles or the one other solo Paul McCartney album that I've heard at this point, Ram. I don't think people are saying that it needs to live up to that, but it's like, if I'm really actually judging things critically, it's like, it's not at that level. Certainly some really great moments here, some really fun ideas. Overall, it feels like the lyricism is stripped back a little bit. It doesn't feel as intricate as it usually is with Paul. It feels like he is taking a step back and just kind of letting the musicianship shine. But yeah, just recorded fantastically. I mean, the best of the 70s, like how the drums are recorded, how the guitars are recorded, just you feel like you're in the room with these musicians, and everything has such great, like, tangible texture to it and warmth to it, that it's like, it just fills the headphones so nicely. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know any insights you guys have. Make sure to go leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.